And Russia. That is your match. Both teams undefeated. The winner of this will take the Taipe pool and would be a virtual lock for the finals in Kobe. I'm Sean Parker along with Chuck.
Backing up just a little bit. They thought they had the point one. Ball did not touch the floor. Still in play. Korea able to take the point.
Go over for ARTAMONOVA. A huge hammer shot.
Oh, you can hear that all the way up here, Sean. Like a rifle shot. Right.
Kim Hyung-sil. I wonder if at the start of this Grand Prix he could have ever imagined his team would get to 5-0. Pushing it over for ARTAMONOVA. Korea thus far unable to defend the spike of Yevgenya ARTAMONOVA.
Just incredible power as we look at it again. Up she goes. Look at her cock that arm. Straight over the top delivery. Burying it.
22 years of age, one of the taller players there, 190 centimeters. And look at the extension on the spike.
307, hand block of 300.
But it's been a tough 97 Grand Prix. Joko Zetterlund, the lone veteran left over from the USA's Olympic squad in 1996. Some fresh faces in the USA, an inexperienced team, and they are getting their comeuppance here in the Grand Prix.
They sure are. And ARTAMONOVA that time, as we look to the left, just simply pounding it.
And as good as ARTAMONOVA and Godina have...
She waits till Godina gets up before she makes her jump, so that they're just about even when they're up in the air.
ARTAMONOVA, and she pulls up on the touch.
That's what Russia's going to have to do. They're going to have to mix up everything. They're finding this out early, which is good, a good sign for them. Some of the teams that have played Korea have just tried to overrun them with not much success. The few bright spots for the USA was Zetterlund in that particular shot. Just the same thing that she did then.
That ball gets over to Russia's side. They put it back now. Jung, she had nowhere to go on the spike. It's ARTAMONOVA. Oh, beautiful digging from Korea to keep this going. And can they get a spike? No, they go touch shot. It's going to be ARTAMONOVA again, pulling it up. Oh, Chung hustling, reverse set. Excellent rally now. Russia once again, Yevgenya ARTAMONOVA, and that's touched by the Korean blocking. Best point of the match thus far.
By far, and we've got to admire the grit of the Korean girls that time, digging everything up that was thrown at them. Godina trying, not getting any satisfaction. They're trying, they'll do it.
ARTAMONOVA almost from the bleachers. In fact, she was almost over by the signboards, ready to take that shot. She goes into the net.
Well, furious with herself that time. She lost her concentration. I think she was looking too far right. She started to go down the left sideline, saw an opening, but it was too late to change her mind.
Tight first set, as the score indicates. ARTAMONOVA with the spike not there goes to the dink shot, and then Korea, the unforced error. But for the most part, it's been a high-quality first set.
Both teams living up to their billing as undefeated. ARTAMONOVA on that last one, what the Russians are doing is they're finding some space there. They're finding space because the Korean girls are dropping back, only leaving a couple at the net. They're going to rely on their digs to get the ball in the front court. Some space there for Russia.
That ball just catching 10-8. Korea started off this set well, leading at 4-1. But since then, mostly Russia. They push it over for Godina. Korea keeps it going. That's Kong getting it up for Chung. Playing it off the net. Godina dubbing for ARTAMONOVA. And a shot into the backcourt. That counts.
Interesting blocking strategy that time by the Russians. If you, prior to this, there we have ARTAMONOVA coming straight down the middle. Russian girls not even offering any resistance.
This is Park Soo-jung serving. Korea down by 4. Push it over for ARTAMONOVA. Korea almost able to keep that going. The dig was in place, but the ball just too much heat on it.
You get the sense that Korea really can't plan anything offensively until they dig a ball out, because every time the ball is coming at them. So they're camping 4 girls in the backcourt.
Koo Min-jung with a huge hit, but Russia responds well. And ARTAMONOVA, you can see her angling her body. She wanted to take it down the length of the net.
Yeah. Shades of Cuba right there. That's what Cuba does so well. ARTAMONOVA doing the same thing, finding that tough angle.
Looking a lot like the Cuban hitter, Mariah Luis, who's become more and more back into the middle.
Yeah, she'd rather deal from the middle on that left-hand side, but of course you got ARTAMONOVA there too. So they have to share the spoils, so to speak.
Chung swung into position. There was no set, so a free ball. And Korea pays the price. ARTAMONOVA, and she had loads of time, and she loaded up from behind the attack line. And Yoko Zetterlund, I'm sure she's not looking forward to the prospect of facing Russia in the Gifu pool.
Straight down the middle of the court. What's happening is the Korean girls are noticing that a lot of things are coming cross court, so naturally they shift their players over, but then
blocking from Russia.
Yeah, she's great vision too that time to get around the blocking.
That was blocked, and Russia is saying that ball touched Jung on the back of the head before heading out, and I'd have to agree with them.
And I would too. I don't know if the referee saw it though. And giving it to Russia. And I think that's some sport. Women up to the net, and the other two were way back in the backcourt, so that left a lot of real estate for Rent, and they slapped down the lease. Again, cross-court stuff by that time Morozova, number 2, getting the ball up to ARTAMONOVA, who puts it away.
ARTAMONOVA will serve. The big spike serve. Reverse set from Gracheva, and then Godina. One option open, and she took it. Godina with the touch shot. We'll take a break. Back with Russia on top, 5-1. Of WVGP pool winners here. Russia, the winner of the Macau pool. Korea struck pay dirt in Suwon on their native soil. So the winner of this would be a 2-time pool winner in the 97 World Volleyball Grand Prix. That's Chung Si-hee.
We started to lose height.
Chung So-yeon, chip serve just over the attack line. Godina, but the digging for Korea, they have stepped it up. They knew they were going to face a hard-hitting Russian lineup. This is ARTAMONOVA. Little deception. Korea couldn't keep it alive, but ARTAMONOVA a few times now she's pulled up and hit the touch shot for a
bodies of it. She gets up so high, aimed into the bodies of the Korean girls and went up the block.
Pushing it over for ARTAMONOVA, and it was almost like the Korean blocking wasn't there. Look at this.
Going right left this time. ARTAMONOVA bearing the ball cross court was pretty impressive the other day. Left-hander. Star against the USA.
ARTAMONOVA off the net, and she's saying Korea got a touch on it, but no call from Klaus Bezer.
Right in front of the net, Judge. So
Han will serve on the side out. ARTAMONOVA puts an end to that. She goes right back, and if it's not open the left-hand side, she's happy to get the kill inside out.
And here she comes up, boom, straight overhand that time, slide angle right.
Kong, and that was for Koo-min Jung, rejected. ARTAMONOVA, a force on the left-hand side. Russia in control of set 2. Back in a moment.
Besides Chung, they really don't have any big offensive weapons.
That's Park Soo-jung on the serve for Korea. This will be ARTAMONOVA again. Korea able to get the hand on it, and although it didn't work that time, often today they've been able to nullify the weapon of ARTAMONOVA.
Yeah, ARTAMONOVA rotate the other one over to the right.
Oh, and that is a very deep ball from ARTAMONOVA, and you have to be a confident spiker to hit that shot.
Cool and calm as she goes up here, searches for the target, goes right over the top.
So let's see if Korea can get the defensive stop. Well, it's a good run for Korea, have pulled within 2 here in the second set. Quick set, but Russia picks it up. That'll be ARTAMONOVA. Risky shot from that far behind the attack line, but she's got the speed and power.
Yeah, she was just looking to get any sort of a touch to stop the funk that Russia's going for. In other words, they're all huddled around that attack line, not keeping too many people back. You see the girl in the back sneaking up, One lone receiver back for Russia as Artamonova buries it again. Interesting to get a look at that. We don't see it too often, but we like to see the backcourt play sometimes. And that time you saw Russia just move everybody up. They had one lone receiver, or a retriever, actually what they're called, staying in the backcourt.
And with Korea down by 5 here, Russia is able to have the luxury of only one person in the backcourt. Korea keeps it going here. How about Russia digging it out in poor position on the spike? That's Kim Nam-soon from well back. Godina from behind the attack line. No team ever able to get a clean spike. And a touch shot still alive. This will be Artamonova, and she finally ends a marathon point. Artamonova on a tight angle takes it, and Russia now up 2-0, 15-8 and 15-9. They lead it back with set 3 after this.
Yeah.
Back to Tina with her body into the net that time. Gracheva pushes it over for Artamonova, who just missed wide.
Oh, that was a tough angle that time. I don't think she needed to go that fine with it. She could have hit the line. She could have gone down the middle.
Again, Artamonova, but she goes right back at it, taking it cross court, so live or die by it.
Now, see, the Koreans know where she's going to go. That time they had 4 girls around.
This is Gracheva. Once again, Artamonova on the left.
They're staying on the left. They're staying on the left. You know, and not much Korea can do about it.
And when you think about the great spiker, set them apart is the opposite team knows where the ball is going, but they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's you know, that's how intimidating these girls are. And then it becomes a mind thing also.
Gracheva getting a little practice there with Artamonova, really just teeing it up for her.
Well, it's almost as if they're wanting to wrap up this set and get out of here, and they're going to go to their guns every time. It's the confidence they have.
Artamonova, quick spike serve, and look at that, no one in position, and 5 Korean women are looking at Chung Si-hee.
Well, not much anybody could have done with that. I mean, when it's coming that quick, it's almost like a spike from behind. A spike serve that's coming just as fast as it would be if it was in front of the attack line.
And as spike
size member of this team, in comparison to the other, is only 1.8 meters tall. 24-year-old.
Tight shot off the net. Gracheva, give credit to her, getting the ball over for Artamonova, who missed wide, so that will be a side out. But look how tight Gracheva had to go. Her back really an inch off the net.
Winding up that time was Artamonova.
And actually, they gave that point to the Russians, so now make it 13-6, not as that graphic indicates. So Russia is still 2 points away. That's Artamonova. The dink shot. Russia keeps it going. And then the touch to finish it off. So now, match point resulting 14.
Little dink. You couldn't even see what she was doing.
And that drops in. Kang Hee-mi turns around and celebrates.
Catching the Russian girl a little bit too far from the net that time. Artamonova again.
Gracheva pushes it over for Artamonova. And Korea really not able to get the handle on it at all.
Yeah, they would almost have to be diving for every one of these to even have a shot. And then what do you do once you get it up into the air? I mean, it's pain from that spill she took on her ankle, Sean. She has been right the whole match.
Chung Si-hee into the game for Jung. Artamonova, another rocket. So she gets the side out quickly. Russia looking to close it out.
It's about the 3rd opportunity that they've had.
Quick set. Artamonova digs to keep it going. This will be Godina. And a good defensive effort from Artamonova, working it over for Godina. And that finishes off the Koreans. Russia doing it in straight sets.
Just like a machine, a well-oiled machine, behind the leadership of Karpol.
And Nikolai Karpol has his 2nd pool win of the Grand Prix. We return with a wrap right after this.